Welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you for being a faithful follower of my channel. I appreciate that. So please leave a comment. Tell me what you think about what I'm sharing, and share it with your friends so that we can share more information about having good relationships within ourselves and also with those around us. So we've been talking about a very sensitive subject, and it's the subject of cheating. And I know that it's such a complex subject and it puzzles a lot of people why it happens. But we want to talk about the effects of it, the consequences that a relationship experiences once cheating has happened. And one of the things that we want to identify here is that when we decide that we are going to commit ourselves to another human being, every one of us, even the person who is cheating, we expect that the person we are with is going to be faithful, is going to be truthful, and is going to be transparent with us. That we are going to develop an intimacy that no one can come in between us. That the trust that we have between us is going to be the glue that causes us to stay together. Now, we do know from research that in order to develop what we call trust in a relationship, you've got to be open, you've got to be transparent, and you've got to be accountable. When those three things lack in a relationship, we begin to suspect something. And so eventually we find out, oh, so it was because this person was cheating, because one of the things that happens when a person is cheating, there is a lot of secrecy. And we've already talked about the signs that you may be looking for. And those signs are changes of behavior, changes of phone, the way that I am with my phone, changes about the places I go, the people I'm hanging with, all those kinds of things. They will clue us on whether there is a cheating situation that is happening. Not to mention that our gut feeling sometimes tells us that. So what are the consequences of cheating? Number one is trust is completely broken. When we find out that our spouse has been intimate with another person, whether that intimacy is sexual or even financial, where I am giving money to somebody, or it is emotional, where I'm sharing information about myself and my marriage with a person of the opposite sex, and we've become cozy with each other, that breaks the trust within the relationship. So what happens when trust is broken? I no longer feel safe emotionally with my spouse. I am not even sure about the future anymore. Whereas before the trust was broken, I was feeling vibrant, I was feeling hopeful, I had plans and dreams, and we were doing well, and we knew that we have this solidness in the relationship. When a cheating experience happens, all of that is taken away. How does it affect our family? It affects the children, because the children are aware now there is something that is going on between dad and mom. There is tension, there are fights, mom is not happy, dad is not happy. Sometimes even, one of the, dad may have to leave. If he's the one who cheated, he may have to leave. Or even sometimes it's the woman who cheated, but the man decides, I need space, I'm going to leave. So the children are left completely devastated because their family as they knew it is no longer together. Then there is also the part in which the children are old enough to know, and sometimes it's the children who found out that one of their parents is having an affair, and those children, they are completely thrown off. Because in a way, I think in a way, as human beings, we do really have an expectation that people are monogamous by nature, even though it may not be like that in reality, but that is our expectation. And so when there is infidelity in a relationship, it really devastates the whole community. That is the marriage, the marriage itself, but also the family. And of course now with the extended family, because you have to explain now why there is separation or why there is so much fighting, then the truth will come out. Everybody is affected by that. Now, how does it affect the person who has been cheated on? They are not able to trust anymore. Now their lives are thrown up in the air. They don't have a sure ground to stand on anymore. They don't feel that they are safe anymore. If it was a sexual relationship, you know, the spouse now is thrown into a scare of, what if I am pregnant? I mean, there is an STI that has happened. What if that person is pregnant? What if there is a child? They will come and tell me, oh, we sired a child. I remember one situation where the lady in the relationship was breastfeeding, and they had a little baby. And so when they went for I think the medications that you get to prevent HIV or STIs, you know, even the child had to take. It is so sad that sometimes we don't think about the consequences of cheating. And it's important that we understand it devastates a whole family. It's not just about the two of you. It's also about your children. And you put your child, you can imagine this baby had to take these medications to just make sure that if there were any viruses that had been passed on, that the baby hasn't gotten that through the breast milk. So it's important for us to understand the consequences of cheating so that we make informed decisions about the way we deal with whatever emotional state we are in. So there are other consequences of cheating that we have to identify, like broken hearts. That's one of the things. So you were in love with this person. Maybe this one was the love of your life, and suddenly they have triangulated another person into the relationship, and there is a broken heart, and broken hearts are very difficult to mend. And then when we think about that, then there is the scare of depression. So the person who has been cheated on may become very depressed. We have known people who have taken their lives because they found out that their spouse has cheated on them. There are people who have tried to commit suicide. And even the cheater, sometimes you are put in a situation where you didn't think that the cheating would be this bad. So you end up also getting into depression. And then there is also what we call homicide. So the person who has been cheated on begins to have plans. They can begin to have plans to destroy their person who has destroyed their relationship. So it's very important for us to understand that cheating is not a small thing. Let us be careful so that we protect our families, we protect ourselves, we protect our children from devastating their lives by doing something that we can control. So thank you again for watching. I hope to see you next time, and share the video, leave a comment, and may God bless you.